The current economic climate is horrendous. I mean, obviously, it's getting better, we think, and for us, institutionally, we've been very lucky because we have some support that is really quite wonderful. However, the economic climate has always been stinky for the arts. I mean, always. It has this just the way nonprofits function. They're always at the edge. I mean, the fact is that in a culture like ours, which is so governed by business, by the bottom line, which is fine and great, that's a very hard thing to reconcile with the world of non-profits. We are not in the business of making money. No, 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 no. It's totally not that way. Of course, people who play in the orchestra need to make a living, so you got to figure out how to make the money side reconcile with the art side. That has always been a challenge and will always be a challenge. So I don't think that, although the magnitude of the economic climate is pretty great and impactful, I think the basic story hasn't changed in decades. So that being said, because a lot of people now are saying, hey, but it's terrible now because, but there was an article that came out in 1969 in Time magazine, which you could just change the date on and change the name of some of the people in some of the orchestras, not even all the orchestras, and it would be perfectly relevant, precisely relevant. These orchestras are going to fold, this orchestra is going on strike for half the season, it's the same stuff all over again. So the climate really, I mean, the facts haven't changed. So I think what really lies at the bottom of it is this effort to reconcile the values of a nonprofit of the arts, which do not address the things that the business world addresses. The arts are easy to cut because the arts don't feed people, the arts don't provide shelter, the arts don't cure people of cancer. They don't do any of that stuff. And so it's easy to say, well, if they don't do that stuff, get rid of them. But the arts do something in a way that is, I don't want to say far more important, but certainly equally important. And I think that the arts' ability to address the human condition unsaddled by the sort of day-to-day economic world that we all think about all the time. How are we going to make the mortgage payment? How are we going to put food on the table? It's none of that. It is about the human condition. It is about the human perspective. And I think that the importance of people to step out of the everyday grind and view the world not through green-tinted glasses, but instead through the sort of humanitarian, human, emotional glasses is so spectacularly important and so easy to overlook that I think that, and it goes back to what I said a little bit earlier, that it is absolutely necessary counterbalance to the way that we live our everyday lives. One cannot be without the other.